Yeah, if you're the Bills and you look at that, first of all, just let's talk about that last play. Baker got that ball into the end zone, a perfect spot for Mike Evans. I still don't know how he didn't come down with it.
Yeah, it was weird because how those plays work, Jay, is you have one guy who is supposed to be the middle guy watching the ball, and then everyone else actually watches him for tips. There's a guy behind. Like, it's a whole planned ordeal. Does it work all the time? No. But to not have the main guy looking at the ball, whether it was Godwin, Evans, Cade Otton, I don't know whose role it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But that was a little strange because you do practice that every single Saturday.
Bill's lucky to come away with one. The offense has been struggling over the last few games, as we know, for the Buffalo Bills. What did they do differently against Tampa?
The beginning part of this game, I loved Buffalo's offense. And what I saw was Josh Allen taking throws that the defense was giving him and getting other players involved. It was great to see. If you're a Bills fan, look at these plays. I mean, Khalil Shakir right off the bat, boom. And you notice that some of these throws here they're short of the first down, but guys are making the plays of their feet afterwards. You saw Shakir, you saw Gabe Davis involved. Kincaid is coming along. And then this guy is a stud, Stephon Diggs. Again, there's reiterating the point. He takes the short throw there. It's a 3-4 yard completion. Diggs is dynamic. Turns up the field. It's now 1st and 10. You don't have to bomb it all the time. You look at every single one of his interceptions this year have been on throws of 15 yards or more. And I'm not saying, Jay, he should stop doing that. But all of a sudden now, when you add that element to their game, this offense is electric.
And yet, you're not so sure you like the fact that Josh Allen ran quite a bit in this football game. Now, there's been a lot made about the fact that he hasn't been running as much this season, but does he have to run to be effective?
He does not have to run to be effective. I think that's a complete myth. He's got so much talent, and his arm strength is incredible. And you saw it tonight. He can read defenses. I will say that it adds another dimension in what I thought why he was successful running outside of the player watching now, which is the design quarterback draw, was because of those first plays we watched. All of a sudden, when you're utilizing all your weapons, when you're spreading the ball around, when you take what the defense gives you, defensively, you cannot spy Josh Allen. You now have to put all hands on deck. Josh Allen is cooking us, which is what he was doing.
Yeah.
We have to find a way to slow this pass game down, and then the runs will be there, or I should say the scrambling runs. This was a perfect illustration of that. The Bills came out with a game plan. They executed it extremely well early on, and all of a sudden Josh Allen is running again.
Yep.
They're not necessarily planned runs. It just goes, like I said, it works kind of in unison with what they already have.
Okay, they get the win regardless. It's a win's a win. Now they have a fascinating schedule. You got the Bengals, you got the Broncos, you got the Jets, you got some winnable games, and then some real tough games against the likes of the Cowboys and 49ers. Is this who the Bills are, though? Like, can they be as effective against tough teams like the Niners as effective? Because they just really squeaked this one out against Tampa.
Jay, you said it. Can they be effective against the best teams in this league? Yes. But will they be is another question. And where my head goes is this game should have been 30-3. But you look at some of these things, and they just have weird moments. You go 3rd and goal here, you get stuffed. Again, 4th and goal, and this is a great play by Tampa, but they exchange this. Now all of a sudden you're sitting there with no points. Against a team that's better than the Bucs, will this come back to bite them? Again, you're up 7, and I'm not putting this all on Josh Allen, but this is a tough turnover in this moment. Another just strange moment. It's like they weren't sure if they're going to snap the ball. They get sacked out of field goal range. That's at the end of the quarter. So, Jay, my thing with this team is if they can clean up their football, which it looked better today. I want to be very, very clear. It looked a lot better. It did look a lot cleaner. But they still just have these bonehead moments where I get nervous that when they play Miami, when they get to the playoffs, you just can't have those types of plays when you're playing great teams in big moments.
Here's the good news, Luke. I said they were going to play the Niners. They're not playing the Niners. That was my mistake. They were playing the Chiefs, though. So that might be worse. They're also playing the Eagles. That might be worse.
They have a tough schedule, and
yeah.
I'm excited, though. If you're a Bills fan, you saw what they did tonight, you've got to have some excitement because they've looked very poor the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The bulk of their work today looked great. It was good football. The pick was a bit of a fluke play. It wasn't a down-the-field shot that was forced. They have the makings offensively to really put up fights or win all of those games. Again, eliminate the bad football, And that's the big question. But I think the Bills took a great step in the right direction.
Breathe easy, Mafia. Luke, are you excited about the Sunday Nighter? This is a beauty matchup. I'm excited because it looks like Tyson Bagent is going to be starting at QB for the Chicago Bears. Once again, the Chargers favored by 8.5.
Yeah, this is not my most look forward to game on the docket. I was actually hoping it would be flexed out. But that being said, maybe the Chargers can answer a lot of questions right now because they're another team that should be a lot better than what they're playing.
All right, that's fair. Of course, after the game on Sunday night, you can join myself and Luke. We're going to break it down. We will see if Tyson Bagent is indeed for real after picking up his first victory of his young career last week.